What's up, guys? This is Eastman. Just go heavy. Um, what? Part two. One's already up. No, part one. This is part one. Part two is already up. This is the extended version. No, version. Little intro. It was a finals week during part one. Just took my composite materials final. It was tough, and I decided to go heavy. And 415, do it for a single, call it a day. This video is more about why I like heavy singles, why we use it, when to use it, and introducing people. So we have Ross right here in the orange. Goku, cool shirt. If you notice from part two, if you watched it, we fixed up Ross's squat, but in this one, part one, he's squatting with his chest dipping down. So you'll know he starts trying to grind out the lift, and he'll use more of his lower back, which is not what we want since we're running the Juggernaut. We are in the 8 and 10 waves, and because of the repetition, if you're not doing it with good technique, if you're not going in there with good technique, you're gonna teach yourself to lift wrong, and when you start going heavier, you're gonna lift with the incorrect technique, which you're gonna risk injury. You might not get injured, hopefully, but it's a risk. I do know lifters that don't lift with the optimal technique that everyone always talks about, but shoot, they are beasts, and I hope to get them on camera for you. But hey, if you're watching this, I'm not gonna recommend to you to squat with bad technique, right? That would be, I don't know, I just wouldn't do it. Ross is a grad student at San Jose State, grad student in kinesiology, exercise phys. So, I mean, if you got questions, like, hit us up at, I think it's wejustgoheavy at gmail.com, or just leave a comment. Like, hit us up, and we'll try to answer it as soon as possible, or put us in a video. Just a little bit of what happened back there. Ross was repping out 280 during the Juggernaut 8 phase realization. Okay, so now I am at a 24-hour fitness with Carlo. Carlo is, if you see from part two, right? He is maxing out every day. And again, just to give you a perspective, I'm still in my deload week. But what? So you're okay. So if you haven't watched the other video, why the heck am I going to heavy single? So I repeat, when I deload, I cut the volume short and I just do high intensity. That's it. That's how I like to deload. And I don't do high intensity every day. Once or twice a week, I'll go to a max. That's it. So some history on Carlo. Carlos, he's a mechanical engineer like me. We go to school and we try to survive, but we love lifting. He's an American record holder right now, 148 USAPL. It's like 325. So we've got a lot of work to do. We already know there's a lot of people out there that can back squat more than 325 at a body weight of, less than 148. So we have a lot of work to do. And currently, Carlo just got off of a heavy volume squat cycle. And typically after a heavy volume squat cycle, I like to go into higher intensity squat cycles, which is why he's maxing out every day. Hopefully we can get him to overreach just enough and then taper off, and hopefully we're looking for a 350 back squat by the end of a month or a month and a half. And that's a consistent back squat, which leads me to why the heck do I like heavy singles? First off, if you've already done a lot of reps and you're good at reps, great. So I think it'd be time to move on to heavy triples or even heavy singles. Why? It gets you really consistent at that one weight, and that's really what's important. you'll begin to like notice if you do heavy singles, you begin to notice the weight is not just the weight. You know, Carlos got two. Well, he's not at his top set yet, but let me just give it a second. Okay. No, he ain't even there yet. But when let me get to his top set. Just give it a bit. Give it a bit. All right, here it is. Carlos gonna be at his top set 295. We're doing 295 for 5 singles. Why? So what I wanted to say is like even though he's doing 295 on that bar is not just 295 on the bar. It's there's so much going on in one rep. You've got to get the technique right. You've got to, especially when you're going squatting into the hole, you've got to get out of that hole with the bounce, explosively catch the bounce well. If you don't, you make it that much harder for yourself. And so there's a groove you need to learn at that higher weight. And the only way to really get good at that groove is working heavy. So I'd say triples work too, but singles, why not? You know, it challenges you at your max. And you know, it's not the only way. It's definitely not the only way. Don't go into a gym thinking singles is the only way, and you know, you just blow. But it's one of the ways. Um, what? Where the heck am I? Oh, that's right. In about 5 days, 5 days? Friday. This Friday, I'm heading out to Hawaii and I'm competing in the Aloha State Games. So, just a little bit about me. I'm a Olympic weightlifter, 85 kilo class, and I'm currently trying to make nationals. So, I think nationals requires the top 30 in the nation, with a total of 269. And I'm a fat 85 kilo lifter, so I might need to lose weight or something. But my best so far is I snatch 115 and I clean and jerk 143. So I'm close, and maybe in about a year I'll get there, and that's what I really hope. I don't think, you know, I'm not trying to go to the Olympics. I'm just trying to make nationals. I'm just a normal dude. Um, just blogging about it too. Ah, here it is. So I learned my technique at a gym, which I can't lift there anymore, unfortunately. It was a great gym, and I learned my technique there. So it's just a random clip of me doing snatch and hang snatch it at about 135. I usually pick weights that I do not miss, and I know with confidence I cannot miss up to 185. I'll make it. I won't miss. It starts getting an iffy at those higher weights. Carlo, this is a PR from 175. We're hoping he can bench 2 plates soon. You know, that's a milestone. And the final video, we will just screw around. My training partner for Olympic weightlifting is Mike. He's in the green. And we're just screwing around, so don't take us seriously. But thanks for watching this video. And, you know, if you have questions, it would really help us get some momentum going. And subscribe, and we'll call it a day, and see you next time.